And now, back to the Jet and Mike podcast.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? And we are back with part 2. I apologize for the levels at the beginning of that, having some technical difficulties. But we are back with 2FMM. Two friends making music.
How's it going?
Two friends in here making music. Actually, they were just getting their stuff together there in the intermission, and I think we're in for a treat.
Yeah.
So of people in the industry, who would you say, producers, engineers, whatever, DJ wise, who is your idol? Who is someone you mold your craft after?
Me personally, I model a lot of my craft. I think kind of like Kanye West is in that direction, you know? In that when I have all the necessary tools that I need to put all my creativity to its, greatest potential. Mm-hmm. I want to kind of have that soul, that feel good that, Kanye kind of instills in all his music.
Yeah, for sure. So
that's kind of the vibe, the wave that I try to follow. He's a big idol of mine. Travis Scott as well.
Yeah, I feel that.
I like Kanye.
Yeah.
I like Kanye a lot.
Crazier than hell, but...
Right, I was about to get to that now. With that being said, what the hell do you think happened to Kanye?
I mean, he's married to the most famous woman on the world other than Oprah. He's one of the most famous men on the planet. That fame gets to people probably. He probably just went crazy. He hasn't been the same after his mom died either.
That's true. I think his mom did it to him, but also I think the Kardashian clan. I mean, look at Bruce Jenner. Mm-hmm. Oh, my bad, Caitlyn.
Yeah, hey, be politically correct on this podcast because I'm having nobody call me with.
Now, if you want that politically incorrectness, go over to the session.
No,
because we will bash you.
Hey, look, I ain't touching that shit with a 10-foot pole, man.
I just don't realize that what Kanye West is doing, he's in a complete takeover with the fashion industry, music industry, man, everything. Kanye West is taking over and people just don't realize what he's doing. It's probably got to him. He's probably stressed.
Now, let me ask you guys a question. If Kanye were, in fact, to run for president in 2020, does he have your vote? As president of the United States, and be honest with me, fellas.
It depends on who else is running.
I'm okay.
It depends on who.
He said, "Let me get the mic."
It depends on who's running. Honestly, I love Kanye West as a musician, as a fashion designer, as an icon.
Yeah.
But to run this country, it depends on who's running. Honestly.
No, I don't want Kanye in charge of this country. But
I agree.
If there's one thing I will say, Donald Trump has taught us one thing. You could really do anything you put your mind to.
That's what I'm saying. If Donald Trump is president, you can do whatever you want.
What do you guys think about Donald Trump as president?
I personally don't have a problem with it. How I am is everything that he says, I want to see him do it. He's been putting a pretty firm foot down with everything he's been talking about. So we'll see. I personally didn't vote this year because of just personal reasons between who were.
Everybody was trash. You can say it.
Everybody was trash.
I'm on record saying it, and I will go on record saying it now. That's the reason why I didn't.
Excuse my language. Fuck with anyone who was running for president. So I just didn't vote.
We had the B League.
Yeah.
This year we had the B League. It's all good.
I'm not
some sort of after school.
I don't bash Donald Trump. I'm not one of those haters. Hey, I want to see what he does. It's all about. You can talk a big game, but let's see what you're gonna do. Let's see if it happens. If it happens, we'll see in the next couple years what's really good.
I will tell you
because I personally can't trash on him politically or anything like that. But as a person, generally as a person, I don't like him.
Bro, he's a moneymaker, bro. He's a billionaire. That's why.
He is.
But think about it. He's a billionaire. He's got to have that mentality to make that type of money.
Well, here's the thing though. He is a billionaire. I don't think he's an ass. So I actually think he's very sensitive.
What?
I do. I think he's very sensitive. I've actually heard that he is not taking it well, that people do not like him.
If he's sensitive.
But also look at his Twitter. You can tell by his Twitter that he's very sensitive. He responds. He literally, if somebody says something bad, he's on Twitter within minutes bashing them. How are you the president going after Helen Mirren for something she said at a award show? How are you the president and you call Helen Mirren, who's one of the most successful actresses ever, how are you going to say she's trash? You know what I mean?
He's emotional. He's an emotional person.
That's what I'm going with. He's a sensitive dude. He's a very sensitive dude.
That makes.
He's Kanye in a way. In a way, he is kind of like Kanye.
He's more sexist and racist though.
Yeah.
I mean,
And a bigot.
apples and oranges. You know?
All I will say though, and I don't know if he's responsible or not, but the greatest thing that's happened since he's been in office is McDonald's now has the Grand Mac. I don't know if you guys have had it, but
haven't
let me
tried
tell
it.
you guys.
What the hell?
It's beautiful.
Oh my god,
It's beautiful. So you've heard of the Big Mac.
Of course.
Yeah.
So now they have the Grand Mac.
Is it quarter pounder meat? Like, what is that?
No, it's a bigger bun, and I think you still get two patties, but it's everything's just bigger.
circumference and
Just okay, everything's just bigger.
That's what I thought.
It's bigger than the Whopper, or it's as big as the Whopper,
So
which I didn't realize before until the Grand Mac came out. And compared to the Whopper, how much you were getting cheated on the Big Mac compared to the Whopper?
Can I just stop y'all for a second?
It's
You
a
know,
third piece of
you know,
bread.
That's just fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah.
you know how I know he's passionate about this Grand Mac or whatever. He put his hand on my shoulder. It's
I
like,
just had it.
bro, you don't
I was
understand.
concerned if for your guys' well-being, like if you haven't yet had that, and thank you Donald Trump is why I was like, I don't know if it was somebody was like,
We got
hey,
the
man,
bagels
go get
back too, the steak egg.
Oh my god, I am so happy.
100. Whoever brought the bagels back is my hero. Because that steak, egg, and cheese bagel is something serious.
My man.
Yo, so fire.
I stopped going to McDonald's when they got rid of it.
Oh yeah, same here. Yeah, they didn't
I had
have
nothing-
griddle either.
Bruh, I had nothing to go there for.
Yeah, the McGriddle was my slap. So how do you guys feel about hip hop reality shows? And I ask you guys this because my girlfriend is a very big fan of reality shows just in general. And I watch them and I'm like, oh, why do you guys do that? Now with the hip hop thing, it's a little bit different, but then it's still like, you know, there are people in the industry that are kind of has-beens that you don't really. So first of all, how do you guys feel about reality TV in general? And then two, with hip hop, is that something that, like with music, is that something that you would do as a musician? Would you go on a reality TV show, or would you know? Do you?
Hey,
I'm telling you
I've
what.
always said we need our own. Because we're
But
funny.
it's gonna
We're
be like
funny.
an original series. We want to go on Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu, yeah.
Yeah, that, Netflix,
I
man.
feel that.
I don't.
But I mean,
want
would you go on like a Love and Hip Hop? Like, would you if you got casted to go on that show? Would you go on
I
that?
got to be. I'm not really trying to go script. I don't know how.
Oh, he ain't
much
gonna Love and Hip
script
Hop.
is.
No, yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to. He ain't
I'm not
going.
going.
They, I
like-
hear they provoke on that show. It's
They
not
do.
scripted, but they like provoke certain situations.
Yeah.
They know this person and that person doesn't like each other, so they put them in the same.
But I will say I don't watch reality shows myself, but I will say that I know a couple from that show have popped. I think Michelle K was one of them that popped from that.
I don't know none of them.
There's been a couple like female R&B
One of them.
rappers that
One
popped
of them.
off from that.
One of them. What's her name? No, I think that might be that.
I know the one popping right now is Cardi B.
Oh yeah.
She came
Yeah.
from like all those like reality and love and hip hop shows, and
yeah.
she's popping right
she
now.
can
She's
rap.
she's making money.
Yeah.
She raps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she
good?
really rap?
Yeah, she raps.
I'm pretty sure she does, or sings, or
So
some shit.
so
I don't
would
know.
you go on that show knowing that it could possibly be what launches you across America,
Yes.
get you to that next level? Would you do
No.
it?
Yes and no, because if you have the right drive and mentality, you're not just going to be a one-hit wonder off of that one pop.
Right.
And that happens with a lot of people in general, not even musicians, just a lot of people who want to get to that next level of being successful. I don't want to say fame and being famous, but that next level of success.
So let me ask you this: what is your for 2FMM? What is the ultimate goal? I know what the ultimate goal is, but I want to get. I guess what I should say is, what is your plan to get to the ultimate goal? Because this is something. The reason I asked that is because Jed and I were talking about our plans for podcasting.
Yeah.
And so I want to get from a perspective of artists, of music artists, what is your ultimate goal and what do you plan on doing to get there?
The way that I kind of see it is like we kind of planted a tree, like seed, to be honest. And right now that tree is like growing. It's growing branches. You know, we've got artists that are branching off that can do their own independent stuff without us having to be involved in it, or they can come to us for help if they want us to be involved in it. You know, we've got things going on without us even like being completely aware of it, you know. And really the goal is, the way to get to the goal is just to keep watering the tree, you know, keep people in the group inspired, you know, try and treat it like a family is kind of like how, you know, I like to say it, you know, because a family is going to be aware of how everyone else is doing and like keep each other accountable, you know, like keep grinding. We all have the same, you know, goal, vision, you know, so we're all just trying to help each other see
Absolutely.
What I see in this whole the the ultimate goal is we're here in Springfield, Illinois, based
Right.
almost unknown to the majority of the
Dude,
country.
We are straight flyover.
We are either Chicago or St. Louis to
Yeah.
the East Coast and West Coast.
And if you're a
There
redneck,
are-
Kentucky.
And there are, and I mean, as you both know, there's some extreme talent in the Midwest, musicians, artists, graphic designers, all that, and I want 2FMM us to build that and start a company, start a business, and show off all the talent.
brand that
in the
just brings
Midwest.
attention here.
Yes.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I completely.
Or maybe at the end of the day, even bring revenue to Springfield.
Yeah.
Like so much, I see so much happening from
Make it
what
more
we're
of a
starting.
tourist
Yeah.
spot.
I understand that completely.
So
I
much
mean,
talent, and that people just kind of just like kids our age, we just talent, rappers, singers, just kind of
Athletes, man.
And they quit. Even athletes.
You see it all the time around here, and that's I feel what you're saying 110%. That's why we started this podcast. That's why Frank started his podcast. That's why we combined our podcast for that exact reason, because we want to be that outlet for you guys to showcase that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so to your point about people our age, the people our age, so often you see or you hear, oh, well, as soon as I turn 18, I'm leaving. I'm going
out.
to school and I'm never coming back. But then as the youth, when do one of us stand up and be like, hey, we're gonna make this a fun place for kids our age to be again?
Oh, we have some. We're gonna big, but not
big
talked
plans.
about. But we got some big.
Yeah,
plans.
I understand.
Big plans. Yeah, we're gonna pop Springfield. It's gonna be dope.
And something I like about that, I could tell that they're genuine.
Yeah.
And because a lot of times when someone's not genuine, they say, I mean, I just want to get popping, or I just want to be famous.
What you mean, bro? I'm chasing that bread.
They brought it back. They
know?
brought it back around to I want to do something for Springfield.
Yeah, for sure.
Which that's how I can tell
bands,
that it's genuine. Who doesn't? You know, who doesn't?
Straight up.
Straight up.
But if you can, and this has always been my philosophy,
But make that
and
come back here.
exactly. And my philosophy has always been, and Jet can attest to this, is that it's one thing if I can get it, but if I can get it for everyone, that's sweeter.
Yeah.
That's
a legacy. That's more of a legacy.
exactly. It's always cool if you can make money, but when you can make money for yourself and your people, there's something to be said about that.
Yeah.
That's what makes you great.
Yeah.
All right, so we're running a little low on time. So before we go, you guys want to go ahead and show us a little something. So what they've prepared for us today is Quamir's brought his what do you call that thing? Your mixing
What do
board.
you call that thing?
CD, my DJ controller.
His DJ controller.
His
there we
Starship
go.
Destroyer.
He brought his DJ controller, and Horatio's got the mic. So I mean that's a recipe for disaster right here. So we're getting ready. They're getting ready to show us.
This is also my first time hearing anything.
This is your first time hearing a song from the album. So this will be Wherever You Go, featuring Papa Luke. So we're gonna I'm gonna let Quamir show off his DJ skills, kind of spin the song, and then right when the verse comes in, you'll get to hear me do that live. So
Mad Scientist, Chapter 1 Progress, out now, SoundCloud. Scientist.
shout out Papa Luke.
Where you be though, girl, I need your loving like a free throw. Girl, it's easy, nothing.
Yeah.
I don't got no time for no games.
Yeah.
Want you to say Pablo, favorite name. If I make love to you, you will never be the same. Consequently, savagery happens to be my thing. I just want you now. I just want you now. It's all about you now. No. See the type of girl to undress you when you don't wanna fight. Guess it's right, guess it's time. Papa, that be my name though. Hold you up in your crane home. I can take you places you can't go. Nothing so we all hang low. Still gonna take you higher than a plane though. Infecting my brain Wherever you go, I need you to know. I see how you go,
Yeah.
Scientist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scientist.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Hope you love it when you hear these bars about me touching on your private parts. I love you dearly, even with the scars. Single pushing, then your body starts. Take it deeper, wanna touch your heart. Anything you want, put in the cart. Give the earth to you, the moon and stars. Even give you Jupiter or Mars. Anything I give my part. Anything I give my other half. Think they know about us, know the facts. They don't even really know the half. Let's go on a trip and roll a half. Smoke it, love the way you make me laugh. Find you every time, don't need a map. Watching TV with you in my lap. Get something to eat, then take a nap. Can't believe how much that I'm attached. I don't even look at other grass. I don't even look at other ass. Know that people say we're moving fast. That's because my foot is on the gas. You could put your feet up on the dash. Roll the window down so you can ash. I'm not only in it just to smash. Give me any test, I'm gonna pass. Things is when I graduate the class. You don't need to worry about your past. I'm not really worried about your last. Not your least, but I'ma be your last. Swerving with you, not afraid to crash. Long as I got you, don't need the cash.
Bars, ladies and gentlemen. Bars, 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 bars,
Yeah.
bars,
Mad
bars,
scientist to
bars,
FMM.
bars, bars.
Bruh. I don't think you paid attention, but when he started going in, his eyes was like laser.
Hold
They're
on,
like-
because Quamir over there, my man
Bruh,
over
he's just
there,
over here getting it, making love to the Starship
twisting
Destroyer.
and pulling
Hell
and
yeah.
touching and holy cow! I appreciate y'all blessing the studio, man.
Thank you. Hell yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Man, how can they get a hold of you guys? How can they hear your music, man?
Guys, you can check us out at SoundCloud. All you have to do is search 2FMM. That's the only account with that name. You know, Chapter 1 Progress is on there now. If you have Spotify, the album will be on Spotify in 5 to 6 days. You can check it out there. Just search 2FMM. Actually, no, search Horatio. Search Horatio. So that's Haratio. Same, it'll be on iTunes and Apple Music in around a day, maybe 2 days. And you'll just search Horatio and it'll come up with Nagra Beats as well. That's who I had produced the entire album. So.
All right. Fun fact, I don't know if you remember this. Before, a couple of these songs I've heard before at a mutual friend of ours, Los. We were at his house one night, and this is when I was there on the night where Horatio was actually previewing Los the songs that were going to go on this project. You were there? And he, from start to finish, spit every single one of these songs, and we're sitting in the living room.
I remember that.
You were there?
I was there. I heard the preview. I saw the preview.
You saw it, yeah.
And then when you sent me the link today, or you told me what to search, and I went in, I'm listening to it. I was like, I feel like I've heard this before, and I was like, hold on. So that's very funny. But actually hearing it from that point to now done and seeing everything that you guys have done this far is great, man. And you keep putting on for the field. As long as you guys keep doing that, we're here for the field as well. So you guys have always got a platform, a home with us. Frank, how can they get a hold of you and see the session?
Oh man, you can get a hold of us for the session. You can go check us on YouTube, youtube.com/Metaxi357. You can also hit me up on Facebook. You can just search the Jed and Mike podcast and find me from there, from Jed's page. Jed will also tag me in this post as well. You can also hit me up on Instagram, frank.watts357.
He just told me I was going to tag it. But I am, though. I'm going to show
also
love.
get me on Twitter at Jerome Flylark or J Flylark. Fun fact, that's actually, I got that name from Chip Skylark back from the Fairly Odd Parents. My man,
My shiny teeth.
my shiny teeth. Hell yeah! I went to the dentist one day, came back clean as a whistle, and my boy was like, "You look like a black Chip Skylark. I'm gonna call you Jerome Flylark." What's up, man?
If you listen to Time Well Spent, you hear a couple really cool Fairly Odd Parents.
That's dope.
references.
That's dope.
We thanks guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks
thank
Frank
you.
for filling in.
Check out the session.
You guys know where to get us at. Yeah, shout out to the session. Big work coming with them soon. We got big partnerships coming. The all-female cast is coming to you guys very, very, very soon. Be on the lookout next week. This week, today, I forget we pre-record these, but when this episode drops, we invite you guys to like, share, and then the third thing,
tag
like
people.
and then share, tag, spread, do everything. We love you guys. Jed and Mike on Facebook. We'll see you guys soon.